On January 24, 2022, a 43-year-old woman contacted the police and reported a violent assault. She explained that she had met a man through social media who offered her a job opportunity. The offer seemed legitimate, so she agreed to meet him in person. However, when she arrived at the location, she quickly realized it was a trap. The man attacked her, assaulted her, and attempted to extort money. Fortunately, she managed to escape and report the crime to authorities. Her testimony became the starting point of an investigation that soon led police to one of the most dangerous criminals in Bolivia. His name was Richard Choke Flores, a man suspected of committing dozens of crimes against women. As investigators uncovered his identity, they discovered that the person behind multiple fake online profiles was a 33-year-old man believed to be responsible for more than 70 victims. But as the investigation went deeper, even more disturbing details began to surface, including the possibility that he did not act alone. Richard Choke Flores was born on November 9, 1988, in El Alto, Bolivia. He grew up in what seemed like a normal family. His father worked as a police officer, and his mother was a schoolteacher. However, when Richard was just 4 years old, his father was killed in the line of duty. The tragedy deeply affected him. Neighbors later recalled that Richard became a quiet and withdrawn child who rarely interacted with others. During his teenage years, he enrolled in a military college, but left shortly after for unknown reasons. After returning home, his behavior began to change, though few people paid close attention at the time. In 2011, his cousin Fidel disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Richard had promised the family he would help Fidel enroll in a military college, taking money to arrange documents and physical preparation. After leaving home, Fidel was never seen again. Richard continued telling relatives that Fidel was studying abroad, even asking them to send additional money and equipment. 2 years later, another tragic case shocked the community. In 2013, a law student named Blanca Ruby Lemaki went missing after leaving for university. The next day, her mother received a message demanding a ransom of $20,000. The kidnapper threatened to kill her if the family contacted the police. Authorities immediately began searching for Blanca. They discovered that shortly before disappearing, she had been communicating online with a man claiming to be an instructor at a military college. He had convinced her to meet him, offering help with enrollment. 9 days later, police arrested the suspect when he appeared at a location where he believed the ransom money would be left. The suspect turned out to be Richard Choke Flores. During a search of his home, investigators made a horrifying discovery. Blanca's body had been buried on the property. The autopsy revealed that she died from suffocation and had suffered a severe head injury. In 2015, Richard was sentenced to 30 years in prison without the possibility of parole. It seemed justice had been served. But in 2019, something shocking happened. Despite the severity of his crimes, Richard Choke Flores was released early. Later investigations revealed that his lawyers had used a corruption scheme involving falsified medical reports claiming he suffered from serious illnesses. A judge approved his release. Once free, the criminal resumed searching for new victims. He created fake profiles on social media, posing as a police officer or a female recruiter offering job opportunities. He targeted women experiencing financial difficulties, promising quick income and convincing them to meet in person. In 2021, 2 teenage girls, Lucy Maya Ramirez and Iris Mylin Vilca, disappeared. Their families received disturbing ransom demands similar to previous cases. Investigators quickly noticed the pattern matched Richard's methods. After his arrest in 2022, Richard confessed to kidnapping and murdering the girls. During a search of his property, authorities discovered their bodies. Even more shocking, they also found the remains of his cousin Fidel, who had been missing for over 10 years, buried in the backyard. Psychological evaluations later concluded that Richard displayed clear signs of antisocial psychopathy, including lack of empathy and absence of remorse. After his second arrest, public outrage spread across Bolivia. Citizens protested against corruption within the justice system that had allowed such a dangerous criminal to walk free. Today, Richard Choke Flores is back in prison, serving the maximum sentence. His case remains a disturbing reminder of how failures in the justice system can lead to devastating consequences, and how innocent people often pay the highest price.